Coming right up, the Raptors taking on the Bulls. For the Toronto Raptors, every game presents another chance to improve and refine their brand of basketball. They want to win each half, each quarter, each minute, each possession. Bulls, Raptors, up next.
Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Raptors in Toronto. Checking out Toronto, this is going to be a great test of their ability to match up against any style of opponent. The front office had that in mind when this roster was constructed. We'll see how it actually plays out tonight. And we'll see DeMarcus Cousins in this one. Had that Achilles injury, and guys, you talk about what it takes to come back from a major injury like that, Shaq.
Yeah, it's the toughest part of being an athlete. Rehab, strength and condition. Got to eat right. Hopefully he improves.
Yeah, but the mental part off in Shaq, you know, that takes longer than the physical part. You're just nervous. But Cousins is a competitor, so I just think he can rely on some other things other than just his skill set to get it done.
And with that, the game is just about ready to begin. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got Little. The mayor is out there with D. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Rose in at the point guard. And for the Raptors, Richardson is out there with D. Then there's Z. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Gasol in a power forward. Of course, we know these teams have great perimeter play, and they rely on it a lot.
It feels as though, Kevin, the current rules in today's game favor ball handling. They favor shooting ability. They want high-scoring games with an ability to go unimpeded to the basket. And what it translates to me, it translates to pretty free-flowing basketball. You've seen the game evolve over the years, Kevin. What's your take on it?
I love the way that we see guys with great handles that can shoot and penetrate. I love the bigs out there. What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Michael Jordan. The Raptors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Richardson. And Richardson drops them both. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Drake is covered by Rose. Drake the pass to Gasol. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Passes it to Gasol. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Bucket is good.
How about the hustle from Marc just working the glass to perfection?
Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jim Boylan.
Well, Kevin, he spoke about the strategy coming in of working the ball inside and emphasizing that throughout the game. That's where they think they have the biggest advantage, and they think they can score inside with consistency. We will see how long that holds up.
Okay, David, thanks. Bulls shooting their first foul shots of the night here. The first one at the line is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Drake is covered by Rose. Here's Drake. That shot off. Rose with some nice D. Outside Jordan. Oh, that's offensive interference. And the Raptors with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Gasol. Baddest one comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Fred VanVleet in for D. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. White, he's checked in for the Mayor. D comes in for Little. Lavine's checked in for Jordan. And Shake and Bake subbed in for Rose. Here's Cousins. And he overshot that one, missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And there are a lot of reasons why Cousins is such a dominant force on the floor. You rarely see his combination of size and skill to us.
No question. This is a big man who has got incredible vision, great passing touch, great shooting touch. You think about it. This is a man who is impossible to move off his path because of his strength. So the combination of those two things is truly extraordinary.
White. Cousins pulls it in. Raptors trail by 6. Richardson outside. Pass to VanVleet. Banked in off the glass.
And once it got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Shake and Bake. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Richardson outside. Oh, and the jam by Richardson.
Let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Shake and Bake. Got a hand on it. Here's baddest one. Here's VanVleet. Gets the three-point before. VanVleet's got 5.
Good way to start this game. If you want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Raptors lead by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. It's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
As this game always evolving, fascinating to see the players who drive that change with their unique talents find a way to do things different.
Well, probably two guys currently that have revolutionized the way the game is played. Stephen Curry, with the incredible range he has in his three-point shooting. You've got to guard him as soon as he crosses the half-court line. And honestly, if the goal would be good from the other side of the half-court, he could probably push it to out there. And James Harden, so prolific at drawing fouls. It might be maddening to the fans of opposing teams, but James Harden has led the NBA or been at the top of the free throw attempts list for years now.
Great example. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Toronto right now, Van Vliet out there with baddest one. Then there's B. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Ibaka in at the fourth. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. B, the pass to Ibaka. And that one, good. Ibaka's got the lead up to 3 now for the Raptors.
Well, Serge Ibaka has really worked on his frame since he entered the NBA. He is someone who can power his way through contact.
There's Lavine, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And the Raptors with some changes. A-Train comes in for baddest one, and Black Hole subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. He's checked in for the Bulls. He kicks it to White. Just 5 to shoot. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
The pass to Ibaka. Cousins against White. Cousins inside. Another shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins, not a tremendous leaper. So what do? You go to your up-fake game and catch that defense off balance.
Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
It was to the chagrin of many that Cousins joined the Warriors last season, but it looked to be the right choice for him. Got to take his time rehabbing and came back to a team in first place with no pressure.
The Mayor is jumped in for Chicago. Jordan comes in for D. And with Cousins last year, you know, Greg, he came back with a bit of a minutes restriction.
And Kevin, time will tell just how full a recovery Cousins can make. But last year went how he hoped it would with regards to taking a year to get things right and be in a good situation. And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pass to Kukoc. And here in the second quarter of action with a under 2.5 minutes played so far. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Got Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth. In his first season as a head coach in the NBA, it translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Pascal Siakam in for Serge Ibaka. He's perfect from the line this time. And Coach Nick Nurse paid some dues, Doris, before his turn as head coach of this Toronto team.
Well, think about it. Early in his career, he's a player coach in the British Basketball League. Then he goes and establishes a G League franchise in his home state of Iowa. Then to lead that team to a title in 2011, join another G League team for the Raptors and win a title in 2013. Really an incredible journey, guys.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White and other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you. D, he's checked in for A-Train. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
There's shake and bake. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That shot off. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. To the wing right side. B. Wide open shot is on the money. He's got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Here's shake and bake. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
He's checked in for the Raptors. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Little, he's checked in for P. And here are the Raptors now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. 35 seconds left here in the second. Offensive rebound. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bulls trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to black hole. From deep. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Pulls up. Little gets the bucket.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And there's the pass to Z. Here's black hole. Here's Gasol. And it's good. But hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one. And so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off on time.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so that's the end of the first half. The Raptors out in front as they wrap up the second quarter on a 14-6 run. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They really did some damage in the second quarter, and as things started clicking for them, they were able to get out to a 9-point lead by halftime. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on the Bulls.
Well, obviously, they were outshot. I thought they mailed it in too many times in terms of their effort. People weren't moving, they weren't screening, they definitely weren't hustling. They need to hit the ground running to be competitive in the second half, or they could get blown out.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Jonas, if you had to list a player with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind: James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso that is Lavine James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of one.
And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's foul. T out there with Little. Then it's Rose, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's the Mayor in at the 5, roaming the paint. Gasol finds Richardson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Richardson's got the first bucket of the third here for the Raptors. Rose passes to D. Back to Rose. Rejected by Gasol.
Just great timing and great awareness from Marc. This guy is a relentless shot blocker.
Here's Rose. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level. His determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Changes for Chicago. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Outside, Kukoc. Over Ibaka. Kukoc can't get it to go.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Here's baddest one. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 6 on the shot clock. They push it up 4 on 3. Outside, Kukoc. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. The shot misses. Van Vliet passes to Cousins. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one. And only 6 feet tall and shoes. Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball is the path to something better.
Tipped away. Ibaka, the pass to Van Vliet. Back to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
Pass to White. Outside, Lavine. Here's A-Train. Lavine with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
The Bulls have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Some changes here for the Raptors. B's checked in for the A-Train. And Black Hole subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Chicago also making some changes. He's checked in for Kukoc. And Shake and Bake subbed in for White. .36 seconds left to play in the third. Lavine looking around. Pass to D. Throws it up high. Nice break from the Raptors. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Toronto, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Bulls making a switch here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Bulls trail by 13. Now here's Little. He's got 6. And it's blocked.
I'll tell you, Siakam has the ability to intimidate offensive players. How about that one? Send it back.
And so it's Toronto looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, GA, you know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. C out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Richardson. Then it's Black Hole. And it's B in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Passes to D. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. I was 16 years old. I remember it very well.
Incredible.
Kicks it to Little. Here's the floater. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. There's the pass to Black Hole. And T is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Marc Gasol's checked in for the Raptors. T comes in for Black Hole, then for the Bulls. The Mayor is checked in for White. Jordan comes in for P. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Shake and Bake. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And Gasol, here we go. Rebound by the Bulls.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Step back shot, and he can't bank that one in. Raptors leading by 11. Richardson outside. Over Rose. And again, Toronto no up. The Bulls have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
And the Raptors call time here. They're leading by 9. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. Some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
And the perils of trying to defend Jordan. Athletic enough to get anywhere he wants to go, and then tough enough to take the hit and finish.
shoots a fader. Gasol's shot is good. And the Raptors lead by 9. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. To the paint, deflects the pass. Here's Jordan, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Marc Gasol.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 8. Siakam is checked in for B. And so he hits both. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Richardson outside. Pass to Gasol. From 11 feet away. See, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
He's ferocious when the ball goes up. Time called here, and the Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 9. 43 seconds left in the game. Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Z. A-Train comes in for Richardson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for D. Valentine's checked in for Chicago. B comes in for Jordan. Lowry against Rose. That one misses. Good work defensively by Lowry. And the Mayor gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Kukoc.
Well, great job to put it on the deck and draw the contact. You can see the versatility of Pascal Siakam's game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
I think, guys, maybe what you appreciate most about Pascal Siakam is his versatility. He can score from a number of areas. He can guard multiple positions. There is a lot to like about this young man.
And he ends up making the second, and that will push the lead to double digits.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
And it's Lowry with the rebound. Siakam outside. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Mark, we know how important home court is, but especially for you guys down here in Memphis, what's the importance of defending that home court for the team?
we need to win. We need to win, especially at home. Home is always important, and we need every single one of them.
Yeah, FedEx was really kicking the night, and you guys made that happen. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.